Kenapa tips kita tengah cakap pasal apa ni sebenarnya? Kenapa aku tiba-tiba cerita pasal tafsir ni? Kejap.
Do you have any follow-up? Anything?
I don't have specific things to amend ke to improve ke apa, but then it's more on my reflection about how I see things, about how I actually growing. So what I see is the more we do, the more we explore, I'm actually walking towards a destination that basically I didn't know where it takes me. But along the way, it takes me to pick up a lot of things. Macam mana? So basically, having an opportunity to go for this podcast because it takes me to understand myself and, really mindful about my journey lah.
Alright. That's a good one.
Yep. But, I can feel the heaviness of responsibility. The more we talk, the more I have to be careful about my own deeds, my own practices, my own daily habits.
Okay, this thing has been in the show notes for some time lah. So maybe I just want to quickly go over that. Can we?
Boleh.
Number 4.
Ooh.
To our listeners, those who are unaware, sometime in February, she was a speaker for a talk titled Why Love? I just want to know, you as a speaker, were you a speaker or were you a facilitator?
It's supposed to be a group session rather than like a speaker. We wanted to listen from others.
So it was a sharing session.
Well, yes.
Okay. So what did you learn from the sharing session?
How I have to put this? Okay, so the really things that I want them to understand out of this sharing session is we have to accept ourselves about our own definition, because we have to do like some analysis about ourselves when we are talking about this, what specifically it takes us into something like that. So for myself, I'm learning that when I talk about love, when I thinking about love, the first and foremost, it's about myself. What I want to empower myself, what I want to explore, and then it goes to extend the extension. It goes towards the people around me, so that for contributing to people, something like that. And so that is how I'm going about this.
Okay, so the sharing session is titled Why Love. So what did you learn of the why? What's the reason
of love?
Yeah.
Then the discussion grew from knowing how does we when we put a word of love, how do you think, what comes to your mind? And then we move towards what makes this particular thing. So say for example ada 5, what makes this 5 comes to your mind first. Okay. So we are searching the reason together. Okay. So we can come out with a lot of reason for whatever that we love, but in the end it comes out with a point that we got all this because we can see the signs. We can feel the sign. So basically, kehadiran rasa cinta ni adalah bila kita nampak tanda-tandanya, bila kita nampak kehebatannya, macam tu. Okay? So for me, that is basic. Then the reason basically depends on how we see it. Yeah. So it's very special. So, I mean, kalau kata dari segi teknikal tu memang berbeza lah. Macam contoh kan, when you asking me about how about me, so love, akak nampak, apa lagi yang aku nak grow about myself, kan? So kenapa akak, okay, so itu adalah the question of what love. So why? Sebab akak nampak akak ni adalah myself, I myself have a responsibility to improve in my area of counselling on certain issues. I see myself as I have a responsibility. Okay, so that is my reason. That is the sign.
Did you learn like something new? Did someone share something that is totally different from your perspective?
One thing, when it comes into sharing, I like to find differences.
You like?
Yes. You know why?
Suka konflik
No. No, because I want to really understand how unique human is. There is one specific person that I really remember. She wrote down about love is about ada makanan lah. I don't remember specifically makanan apa, tapi dia memang very specific lah makanan tu. So, aku tanya dengan dia, what makes this food become one of the thing yang comes to your mind, kan? Tapi nak ceritakan, I mean, the uniqueness of human when it comes into one thing or specific things, or even we can say a word. When it comes into a word, the interpretation is always different. So, why I love to see differences, because I really want to understand how unique human is. And when I understand that human is unique, it takes me into accepting that what I understand for myself, what I'm growing for myself, what I do for myself, it may not the same for other people. Yeah, that is what I learned.
So you know that I'm job hunting, right?
Yep.
So this company that I applied gave 20 questions to answer. The thing is, the questions are not simple. These questions are, if this were a face-to-face interview, one question might take 10 minutes and then you have 20 questions. So that's like a 3-hour interview.
Okay.
So normally the interviewer will select, okay, I have 20 questions, I'll ask maybe 4 questions.
Okay.
Right? But because people are at home, from what I can see, they just gave 20 questions and they told the applicants to answer it. And the questions are like this. For example, question number 8. Imagine you successfully gotten an offer for your dream job. What sort of job would that be? What would be filling your activities? Even the English is not right.
Tips.
That's their question. What would be filling your activities in a day or week of works, and what sort of environment would you be in? Please share in details.
Okay,
I don't think you understand how tedious these kind of questions are.
Kejap tips. Can I ask question?
Yes.
Out of the question. Have they given a requirement of how long the answers have to be?
No.
It's really an open-end
Yeah.
question.
Mm.
No limits of word?
No word limit.
Okay. Alright.
Okay. Okay. Just give me 2 minutes. I'll send you the questions.
Okay. How long they give you time?
The cutoff point is the closing date of the job offer lah. Job opening.
They open from which date and by which date?
So I found out 2 weeks before the closing. I'm just sharing this because I think it'll be super annoying when I type like a lot and then I get no response at all. Not even you failed the selection or something. Dah hantar.
Okay. Tengah tengok. My God, banyak soalan. Okay.
Kenapa gelak?
Weh, susah gila soalan dia.
Kan? So,
Kau dah type lah semua ni?
dah hantar. This is too much lah.
I agree with you. To complete all 20 lah, but if they ask us to choose 5 questions, then I think it's okay.
You know what I think happened? This is like a set list of questions that they normally use in an interview.
Yeah.
Now, there's no interview time constraint and everyone is at home.
Mm-hmm.
They just gave all 20 to the applicants. And as you can see, the questions are not easy.
It is. This is very deep.
Yeah, you really need to think, right?
Really, it is.
I wanted to ask you one of the questions. Okay. I wanted to ask question number 11.
The 11th question, it sounds like this. In the context of career development, if you ever come across 2 assignments, Project A with short assignment that would complete within weeks or months, Project B take longer time like 1 year or more to complete, in your opinion, which one would you choose and why? Okay, so this is the question. So, you're asking me an answer?
Yeah, can you answer?
Can you
Or
tell
would
me
you-
your answer first?
Let me pull my answer scheme. So, I said I would choose Project B as I would prefer to delve deep into a project to learn the intricacies and becoming an expert of the said project. A longer duration would allow for questioning and probing, which would help develop better understanding and eventually lead to improvement of the system or the processes. That's my answer.
Well, for my side, choosing is never be an easy things for me. Adoy. I will be choosing also Project B. Well, yes, because you're saying about learning new things, understanding the process. Yeah, I think I know myself being a person who really like to explore things, and I need sometimes to adapt with something that challenge me. So completing a Project A might put me incompetent or under stress. So yeah, Project B will be better for me. I mean, for my own, it's not only for my own knowledge or learning opportunity. It's also about understanding my emotion state.
Okay.
Yep.
That's a good answer.
Boleh dapat kerja tak?
Tak tahu. lepas MCO kita discuss. I feel like there's so many ways to answer that question.
Yeah, because everyone unique tips.
So I just wanted to talk about lifelong learning because one of the 7 attributes that UTP tries to instill to students is lifelong learning. And talking about students that are about to graduate or those that have graduated, they should have a lifelong learning attribute with them. I feel that lifelong learning punya attribute has seen some change because of this recent turn of events.
Okay. How do you see is a change?
Normally, when we talk about specifics in lifelong learning, there are 2 types of learners. One is adaptive learners and the other one generative learners. Alright. So, adaptive learners, what they do is they change in a minor way and they don't depend on the pressure or the opportunities that occurs in the environment. Okay, generative learners, they challenge themselves to become experts. They seek or try new behaviors, learning skills, and they try to gain knowledge by themselves. That means they take initiative instead of expecting to be told what they should do. Because there's a drastic change in terms of how people get hired. Your degree is just going to be like a ticket to the working world. The time now is for you to not be an adaptive learner. Now you should be a generative learner, which is you should be trying to become experts in a certain topic or a certain field. I'm saying that because I was reading this Forbes article and they're saying that there's a increased demand in jobs that require programming, cybersecurity, automation, 3D printing, very specific skills tau.
Very technical skill.
There's another job that I saw that is up and coming is digital transformation coach tau.
Digital transformation coach, okay.
Because some companies, they have like an inertia to move to technology, like the workers' mentality or the age of the workers. So they need people to push them to adapt to digital technologies. So you have like a new job, which is a digital transformation coach.
Okay.
The point that I want to like ask your opinion is more to like the challenges of lifelong learning, because now everyone is upskilling, and some of the challenges for this upskilling or lifelong learning is motivation for self-regulated learning.
Yeah.
Obviously, students approach you often, and you deal with students that have issues when it comes to like maybe motivation in learning.
Yeah. Academic issues.
Is there anything that you can derive from your experience and maybe like give some sort of advice so that the person can continue to upskill? Because what I know for a fact is most people enroll in like MOOC courses, but not many people will finish them. What I can see is like there's a sudden drop in motivation to continue.
Okay, before I really respond about motivation, akak rasa antara perkara yang akak nak share di sini adalah a student have called me for sharing his feeling of his academic performance out of extended assignments. This is a student so ia mungkin tidak mewakili the whole bunch of UTP students. Maybe this is very specifically to him, but I just want to share here. He said to me that he don't feel well. He don't feel that he can go through this extended assignment because a standard assignment was given after 3 to 4 weeks after MCO. So he's keep on saying to me that he's not ready for this. He cannot learn. He tried to learn from, attending classes through an online platform. So, dia kata dia tak boleh. Dia susah sangat. Maybe he need, memang dia perlukan physical interaction kan. Dan dia rasa dia tak boleh nak go on with the system. Dan dia rasa dia tak boleh nak perform. And his academic basically quite well in a previous semester. He's a scholar student basically. So because of this, I can see memang it's not easy to adapt dalam the changes that happen. And I had mentioned in the previous podcast about secondary factors of grievances kan. He had secondary factors yang quite strong affecting him because he had not go back to his hometown for almost 2 years. Then he started to really miss his family, and then his family was basically not really good in health. The area that his family live was the PKPD. Dan akhirnya memang akak sebut kat dia, you have to make a choice in the end. I asked him to give some time for himself. And then after sometimes when he still cannot, so I asked him to contact with registry office to talk about this. And finally he wrote to dismiss this semester and will continue to the other semester, which is just about to finish out extended assignment. So just imagine, it's just about maybe 4 to 5 extended assignments, but he don't want to do that. Bear in mind, I mean, in terms of academic, he's performing well. For this specific example, we may be affected by external things. Dan ini melibatkan not only adjusting externally, kita adjust kita punya rumah jadi office ataupun kita punya bilik tu jadi tempat yang belajar yang lebih selesa, bukan kita tak boleh pergi library dah, kita kena duduk kat dalam bilik je. Kalau yang bekerja tu kita kena duduk kat rumah je. Dengan yelah macam mungkin tak ramai sangat dalam rumah ni kan, tapi yang duduk 5-6 orang 7 orang dalam rumah yang lebih kecil, so just imagine keselesaan yang telah basically tak ada lah. Bila akak pergi tempat kerja, maksud semua orang yang pergi tempat kerja biasanya disediakan tempat kerja dia, yang masuk tempat kerja tu dia tak payah fikir dah nak kena set up laptop ataupun nak kena kemas meja, tak payah, dia datang tu dah tempat dia dah ada dah kan. So dia tak perlu, benda tu dia tak payah fikir. So datang tu memang minda ni memang kerja terus. Tapi bila kita belajar, dan contoh macam budak-budak yang memang biasa pergi library, sekarang tak dapat pergi library, mungkin library dia dekat online je lah kan. Maksudnya tak dapat nak duduk di suasana library yang selesa tu. Yang boleh tu hanya dekat bilik ataupun dekat rumah. Yelah kita pun tak tahu rumah budak-budak UTP macam mana kan. Mungkin ada yang lebih mudah ataupun mungkin ada yang tidak senang lah kan. And then dengan kepercayaan kita memang affected by external things, kita tak boleh lari. Memang kita bukan hanya adjusting dengan external things, kita juga adjusting dengan kita punya emotion yang internal kan, kita punya spirituality, kita punya mental health. So semua ni pun still adjusting. Dan I am so much believe adjustment ni dia memerlukan masa yang berbeza-beza pada setiap orang, mengikut capacity masing-masing, dan bagaimana environment dia membantu jugalah kan. So to respond on motivation ni tips, kalau kita kata motivation ni, it's basically our own interest kan, our own drive yang kena make sure that we are adapting, we are transitioning well dalam this COVID-19 punya pandemic.
When it comes to upskilling, when people have this lack of motivation kan, are people really questioning their readiness? What should I do to be more motivated?
Itulah macam mana kita bercakap pada benda yang uncertain tau tips. Kita bercakap pada benda yang kita pun tak tahu future tu macam mana. We can plan, tapi we can never know specifically how it takes us, where it takes us. So dengan this whole bunch of uncertainty ni, dan dalam keadaan it's not only future is uncertain, just about 1 month ahead or 2 months ahead pun kita pun tak dapat nak think about it kan. Pada akak, peranan untuk mengingatkan, untuk cerita keperluan untuk kita sentiasa menjadi orang lifelong learning, upskilling, belajar benda baru, memang perlu ada orang yang sentiasa bercakap pasal benda ni. Orang yang sudah adapt, orang yang sudah melalui proses yang cepat untuk adapt dan move kepada benda baru ataupun cuba benda baru, we have to keep and continuously share to people. Dia tak boleh keep to ourselves. Kita kena ajak orang lain untuk merasa apa yang kita rasa. Move forward dengan apa yang kita move forward juga. Kita tak boleh duduk keep to ourselves je kan. Kita kena support mereka. Ini pada orang yang dah boleh adjust kan, dengan menyediakan mungkin guideline, ataupun kita buat sharing, ataupun kita just tanya khabar, how are you doing, dan kita just hantar mungkin a news about something, then give them to think about this. Something like this. So effort pada orang yang sudah pun melaluinya, kita kena continuously assist those yang belum lagi.
And those that belum tu have to find their own like a support system so that they can continue their upskilling journey ke?
True. Dan kena bercakap, kena sembang, kena maklumkan. One trigger point yang kita boleh jadikan sebagai thermometer yang menunjukkan kita tidak progress kan, ataupun being stagnant, adalah kita dah mula rasa macam benda yang sepatutnya kita buat pun kita tak buat. Macam contoh, biasanya kita memang bangun pagi tu memang gosok gigi kan. Contoh mudah. Kenapa kita dah tak buat dah? Kita dah 3 hari dah tak gosok lagi gigi, tapi maksudnya tidak mengikut rutin biasa. Ataupun biasa untuk orang Islam biasa mengaji Quran kan. So dah lama dah tak mengaji. So it's actually like a point yang you need to do something about this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because there's not many people talking about the new graduates that are going to come out. How are they going to face the world?
Yeah. True. Oh, it's not easy. Okay, agak terlepas satu point bila Tips kata tadi, kita enroll dekat dalam course, online courses, but then kita tak manage to complete the course. We have to ask again, kita buat tu untuk sebenarnya just nak feel the change ke? Just nak create something out of, aku buatlah sesuatu, tak buat apa-apa kan? But what's next kan? Fokus kepada pembangunan diri ni memang is an individual journey.